There are two types of immunity. The first one, we call it as innate immunity, also known as inborn immunity. The second one is acquired immunity. This is the immunity which we acquire throughout our life as we fall sick or by taking certain vaccines. Now, we first start off with inborn immunity, that is the immunity which is present right from our birth. The first among that is physical barrier. It goes by the name. Here there is no reaction, no fight which takes place between the foreign antigen and the body. It is just a barrier which is present. For example, skin, mucus, these two become the most important types. Now, skin we know, say for example, whenever there is a cut or a tear, we tend to bandage it. Why do we do that? So that there is no germs or any microbes entering into the body through the cut. This is done because already the skin was behaving like a barrier which stops when there is a cut. Now, the other thing what we see here is the mucus. Now, mucus we have several examples in our body. For example, mucus of respiratory tract, then we have seen mucus in case of gastrointestinal tract, and also in urinogenital system. So, in these cases, if you see in all the systems, they are not going to fight against the disease or fight against the germs. They are just blocking it. They just wash it off. Now, in the second one, we see physiological barrier. Here, reactions takes place. So, you need certain chemicals, certain enzymes, certain acids to act against these microbes. So, you have examples such as acid in stomach and saliva. These literally fight against, react against the microorganism. The third inborn immunity we see is cellular barrier. Here we have examples such as WBC, leukocytes, then you have say monocytes, you also have neutrophils and phagocytes. These kind of engulf, they phagocytose the germs. So, assume this is a WBC cell and here is a germ. What it does is it eventually phagocytoses the entire germ within it. So, this is how they kill or remove or eliminate the foreign body from the body system. The last type of inborn immunity is cytokine barrier. The best example to give under this is interferon. What is an interferon? It is a chemical, it is a protein which is synthesized by a virus affected cell. So, how it works is a virus affected cell knows in any case the cell is going to die. So, if the entire body has to survive, then in that case the virus affected cell synthesizes certain chemicals which kills itself. When the cell itself gets killed, it is more like a suicidal thing. When the cell itself gets killed, the virus inside that cell also gets killed. So, this way we have physical, physiological, cellular and cytokine barriers under innate immunity. Then we come to the acquired immunity. Now, acquired immunity we can one way classify into two criteria, that is primary response and secondary response. Now, what is primary response? See, let us take one example to understand here. Someone suffers from, gets infected due to chickenpox virus. They suffer approximately about 3 weeks, 21 days. This is because gradually the body is fighting against the virus, producing antibodies. So, it takes a lot of time. But say for the second time if the same virus gets affected, then what our body does, they remember, okay, the same robber, the same culprit, the same intruder has come inside our body. So in such a scenario, it is already ready. So the secondary response might happen within 3 days. So what we understand is primary response is a fast response, it's a the other way around. The primary response is a very slow response, while the secondary response is a quick response. It is very fast, it just happens. Now on the similar notes, we have two types of acquired immunity. The first one we call it as cell mediated immunity. The second we call it as antibody mediated immunity. Cell mediated immunity are of two types. You have T lymphocytes and B lymphocyte. T here stands for the word thymus and B here stands for the word bone marrow. As we all know, all our cells of lymphocytes are being synthesized in our bone marrow, but these are being matured at different site. Lymphocyte which gets matured at thymus, we call it as T lymphocyte. Lymphocytes which get matured at bone marrow, we call it as B lymphocytes. So these T lymphocytes are generally of two types, T helper lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. So T helper lymphocyte basically helps the B lymphocytes to get activated. Now when the B lymphocyte get activated, it in turn activates the antibody mediated immunity. Antibody mediated immunity is something where antibodies are being synthesized. Which type of antibody? You have 5 different types of antibody: IgA, IgM, IgE, IgG and IgD. These are the 5 different types of antibodies which are synthesized for antibody mediated immunity. Certain times the antibodies which are synthesized are quick in its action. It is important for it to act on the same time, while in case of passive immunity, it is ready from much before, even when it is not required. One quick example of each of them. Say for example, we get a disease or some kind of infection. There is an infection in my body. So when I am having infection, my body starts synthesizing antibodies against this infection. So I am going to use it immediately, right? But this is a slow response. Why slow response? First the infection comes, then my body identifies the infection, then accordingly it synthesizes antibody and then kills. While in case of passive immunity, say for example, one of the example is say IgA antibody given through the colostrum, the first milk of the mother, to the baby. The baby is not at any risk of getting any disease, but still the antibody is kept as a stock in the body. It can work immediately if required, but it is not required as of now. You are understanding? So this one's work is very fast, but it is more of a stored process, while in case of active ones, the work is slower, but it is of an immediate requirement. So in this basis, we have acquired immunity of two types: cell mediated immunity and antibody mediated immunity.